We'll move it slightly. Don't point the microphone at you. Alright, Rocky, I got some topics to talk about.
Like what?
Oh yeah. Think about R34, the Geico Lizard. R34 Geico Lizard.
Geico Lizard's pretty cool.
Would you look at R34 of it?
No, what is it?
You don't know what R34 is?
No.
It's Rule 34.
What's Rule 34?
If it exists, there's porn of it.
Oh.
Geico Lizard.
Oh no.
This idea came to me when I was watching the Geico commercial and it had the lizard. And I was reflecting on I was reflecting on how well animated the Geico Lizard was. And I was thinking, what I bet R34 at the Geico Lizard is. So. Okay, next topic. Let me figure out what it is. Have you ever watched Hulu?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Pretty cool.
Do you have ads with yours or ad free?
I have ads.
Dang.
It's like $45 for the ads free version.
Yeah, I really hate Hulu ads, but it's not as bad as TV ads, but it's like 90 seconds you have to watch.
And there's like 4 of them per episode.
Yeah.
Hulu movies aren't bad, but Hulu shows are terrible.
Oh, I watched this Hulu movie about, like, I can't remember the name, but it's basically like this Groundhog Day where this guy gets killed.
How poor of a company do you have to be where you give ads and you require a subscription?
Yeah.
Pick one struggle, man.
Yep. Alright, next topic.
Hey, shithead.
We're going.
Okay, so this morning I was supposed to be getting ready for school, but I was playing Clash of Clans. Feeling?
I do know that feeling.
It's just like raiding.
Usually not Clash of Clans, usually it's just sleep. And I'm gonna go outside for a moment.
Okay. Just like raiding people's villages instead of getting socks on.
You'll have to wash it though.
You
Have
know,
perfume on it. Don't all jump at once.
Gosh, it's hot.
I gotta take this off. It's a size large.
Sean, where have you been?
in class?
Oh, okay.
I think I'll wash
You want
it
some
before
chocolate milk to take home with you?
Marcy for Mr. Sutton.
Okay. You got a
I'm
bunch
gonna
of
wash
it.
this and bring it if somebody wants to wear it. Hi Sean, how are you?
Fun?
Good. Oh, okay.
Interesting seeing you here.
Please leave. I'm gonna stand in here until you leave. Good looking burlap shoe you got there. Going to the handicap one.
Okay. You know what tomorrow is? St. Patrick's Day.
That's a given.
Hi.
We're like dogs.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So loud. Oh, yeah.
Yo! Okay, what do you think about how many streaming services there are?
That's way too many.
There's now a Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Paramount, like, do they really need their own streaming service? They're a movie studio. There's Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Crackle, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, HBO Max. It's just like, how do companies expect you to pay for all that?
It's pretty wild how large the entertainment business is. You'd think it'd be like a movie. You'd think there'd be one person with just unbeatable prices.
But no,
Netflix almost takes that, but they have a lack of like they don't have a lot of movies.
Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like I've seen everything I want to see on Netflix.
Yeah, honestly. Occasionally I'll watch something on Netflix, but it kind of depends.
It's like, and after Disney Plus came out, it seems like all these companies just boom. We got our own streaming service.
Yeah. I feel like it just proves how profitable it is.
I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna bring back piracy.
Maybe.
Because that's what happened before. Like, Netflix was one of the first streaming services. And before that, if you wanted to see something, you basically just pirated it. A lot of people did. And then Netflix came out. It's like, wow, this is so easy. But now it's like you'd probably have to spend $100 to be able to watch all the streaming services.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an ESPN Plus or something like that. ESPN streaming service.
Alright. Question. If you were to be an animal, what animal and why? In any time period.
A cat, 1700s.
Why?
Because I can just sit around all day, and the 1700s didn't probably need to do a whole. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff to do for a cat.
There's checkers in there. You want to take it out and play some checkers?
Bring it out here. We're filming a podcast,
Yeah.
but if you'd like to play checkers out here, we can do that.
Here's a question: where does your cat poop in your house?
In the litter box, in our guest bathroom, which is now just a designated cat bathroom.
Okay. For us, my cat, it almost never poops inside, but when it does poop inside, it always poops in the sink.
Okay, if I were to be an animal, I would most definitely be an eagle, and probably at the point in history when there was the least amount of birds, because then I'd be like, be like king of the skies.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we can't play.
What?
Can you pull up checkers on that? We're playing on the phone.
No, I'm not playing on my phone. Why can't you bring it out here?
Because I don't have to.
What?
No. Oh yeah, because it's the school and the front right. No.
Okay.
No, I get it. Okay, no, I'm leaving. Never mind.
How far does your neighbors drive?
Just mom's house.
Totally good podcast. So my neighbor, they're like really old, and they've had like 100-something cars in their life.
What?
They used to have a C1 Corvette.
That's cool.
Right now they have like a classic Beetle, like classic Volkswagen Beetle. They got like an El Camino.
That's cool.
They have like one of their cars is a 1934 Ford. They have like 2 of those. They got something else.
Interesting.
And they have like, he showed me all of the cars he's owned for the years, and there's like that C1 Corvette, Mach 1 Mustangs, just cars that if he would have kept, they would have been worth thousands and thousands, and no, he sold them. Just nuts.
What is, if you were to have like any job in the world, what would it be? Assuming that money was not prevalent. Like, pay was not really a thing.
Oh.
It was just work.
I'm gonna say about video game tester.
100%. Roller coaster tester.
If I'm not getting paid, I may as well be playing video games.
I'd say a roller coaster tester. Because they don't test the safety of the roller coaster, they just test how nice it is.
Yeah, they test like the ride quality and stuff, how fun it is.
Dude, that'd be such a good job.
I bet those people are just not afraid of any roller coaster anymore.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Because they do it for work. But it seems like such a silly job because anyone could do that. It's like, oh yes, I am the official roller coaster tester of Six Flags. You cannot test a roller coaster without me being the one testing it. So
we're gonna need testing on this stat.
Yeah, it seems like one in every 10 rides, and it seems to fling the passengers off. We need you to test it out.
Alright, if you were to pick one thing to be illegal, what would it be?
How about Monopolies?
I would say posting "Don't hit me up, only the real ones know" on your Snapchat story.
Or maybe people that say they're gonna kill themselves.
Oh yeah, those people.
Without just they do that for class. Or
people that make fake reviews.
Okay. Or what about people that make like, oh, you're not, hit me up if you're my true friend or something like that.
Or like, slide up if you care about me. Those people.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
So last year, all of our classes got cut short, right? So I never finished Math 1.
Are you no longer in Math 1?
Well, I'm in Math 2. Yeah, I'm in Math 2 now.
Oh, you mean 8th grade?
Yeah.
I thought you meant last semester. Yeah, I quite often realize that I have a lack of knowledge for math.
It's like, and I think I was failing in that one.
See, here's the issue, is I not only have a lack of knowledge for Math 1, I had a lack of knowledge for pre-algebra. So I have entirely missed, like, over half of the information I should know.
Yep.
None of which is my fault.
Yep. There's a reason. I think instead of being a mechanical engineer, I'm going to be an electrical engineer.
What?
Because I looked it up, and all an electrical engineer needs is like high school math.
Really?
Yeah. A mechanical engineer needs like the highest level.
Math is one of those things where you just get a high education in it just because you can. Because it looks good on your resume.
Oh yeah.
That's the only reason you need a high math.
Yep.
90% of the time you don't need it.
I mean, plus whatever job you do, you'll probably like teach yourself, you reteach yourself how to do that math by watching YouTube videos, and then that's the only little form of math you'll ever use, and so you don't need anything else. It's like if you had to use the quadratic formula every single day, then you would get so good at the quadratic formula, and you would never need anything else.
Exactly.
So all the rest of that math too is just...
In my opinion, I think school should be targeted more towards learning for specific jobs instead of just learning everything and then learning a little and then applying a job to that. Like, I mean, college kind of does that where it focuses more on a specific job. But it's still kind of unnecessary. Like, why should I need to know calculus 4 to become a surgeon?
What's like the base? What is the most basic math you can finish with?
I think end of high school, which is like math 3 or math. Yeah, math 3, I think.
Are you sure? I wouldn't think high school would be taking math 3, but I guess we are. So.
Yeah. I think it's math 3 in calculus. In not calc. You don't need to take calc. Trig, and then statistics.
Oh God.
So I'm pretty sure you have to have math 3, trig, and statistics. I'm not sure though. Maybe not trig.
Nuts. It's nutty that you need to know so much math.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, a lot of people they learn all that math through high school and they go flip burgers. Are people like calculating the trajectory of the burger in their head using an upside down parabola with a max? And so it's like, here's your start point, and then here's the vertex at the top where the patty reaches the top of its height, and then it goes back down. It's kind of like that dolphin diving activity we did, but instead it's flipping the burger.
How much do you think fast food employees should be paid?
It seems like a lot of people, they become a fast food worker and they like just flipping burgers and they never strive for anything better. And it's kind of just a very complicated issue because people need wage.
It's like they need a good way to get out of poverty, but they don't deserve to be paid enough to get out of poverty.
If they need something they can live on, but if they're not willing to put in the work, then they shouldn't get paid a whole lot.
Yeah, that's the issue with like fast food employees.
But you can't put in the work or like if you don't. It's harder to put in the work if you don't have the money. I don't know.
I think I hear him.
But like, there's a lot of places you could get like a 15 an hour job, which is like double minimum wage.
Yeah. I think $10 an hour should be minimum wage.
Yeah. You know, minimum wage was highest in like the 60s.
Is that your bus?
No. Big one, not little one.
Yeah, I think in terms of like inflation and stuff, it was highest in the 60s.
Yeah.
Highest wages have a correlation to racism.
Uh-oh.
Hear me out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
There's some kind of fallacy to go along with that. I just don't remember which one.
It's like the false correlation fallacy.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, uh-oh, Civil Rights Act passed, and then wages have been declining ever since.
Even though they have no correlation with each other.
Yeah. And I don't think they've been declining ever since. I think probably wages did something like this. Like, here's the 60s, and then...
Are you stupid?
I forgot.
Do you think healthcare should be free?
Ooh.
I think cheaper, but not free.
Definitely cheaper, but like
I don't think you should go bankrupt for having to get brain surgery, but I think you should definitely take out a few paychecks.
Good. I definitely think you need like health. You need something to save your life, but you don't need it to like give you like or even like fix your teeth. That's not super important. It's not gonna save your life. It'll make your life less miserable, but like fixing your stupid British teeth is not gonna save your life.
British people teeth.
Shaken, not stirred.
How do you feel about school uniforms?
Not great.
Honestly,
well, actually, I do.
I feel like in a way it's kind of a good thing.
I do like that it's easier to identify students from not students.
And one thing that I like about it is you don't have the issue of like bullying because of clothing, which we don't have here. But it's like in a high school thing, we're like, oh, you can't afford nice clothes.
There's not really any bullying.
Like,
or at least if there is, I haven't seen it.
In like really public schools, I feel like school uniforms.
And like New York, they have the high schools with like 5,000 kids. That's just insane.
How do you even like take care of that many kids? Do they? One thing that I wonder, huge schools, do they have multiple principals? How does one man deal with, or one man or woman deal with that many children?
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you think out of how many kids, there's this many troublemakers that go to the principal every day. Like, that principal's gonna be, must be getting paid.
There's a leak in the good.
Oh, that's a leak? I thought it was meant to do that.
Yeah.
You gotta get some flux.
It's been like that since the start of the year. Dude, that's a big puddle.
Yeah.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah, 8 people.
We were just talking about that.
Go for it, right? If you say you want to kill yourself, you should mean it.
You should do it.
You should mean it. You should have an action plan. I love that day that I did the charades. Instead of saying the N-word, I did the charades. Shall I do it again?
No.
Okay, so first, get your rope and... Come on, Rocky, watch the charades. Not gonna tell you that. Okay, Rocky, watch the charades.
Stop.
Charades are a lot of fun. It's like you think when like who was it, Marco and Polo came over to explore
Marco.
You think
Marco.
Do you think they did like charades with the Indians they couldn't speak to? I don't know what you were doing. Okay, you're putting stuff on a burger, you're wiping like mayonnaise or some mustard, you're squeezing ketchup. You're flipping a burger. Yep, flipping the burger. Okay, you put it on the bun, put the top bun on. Where are you? Maybe let it. Oh. Yep.
I just ate a child.
Whoa. I don't think that's what the charades are.
I never said it was burger meat.
Okay. Oh. If you're doing charades for eating.
Hey Rosita, do you want to play charades?
Okay. Okay, if you were doing charades for eating a child, it'd be like.
We never said it was a fresh child.
Yeah.
It was just a child, not fresh.
So sometimes in math too, I feel like because of like not getting all my math 1 knowledge, I feel like I have imposter syndrome.
Same.
Which is where you feel like you don't belong. Today was a pretty easy day though.
True. I got my homework done, which is cool.
Yeah, I got my homework done too.
What is your biggest failure?
In terms of what?
Just in life. What's your biggest disappointment?
Ooh, we did pretty bad on that test we had on the quadratic formula.
What do you make?
I don't want to say.
What? I guarantee you it's not worse than mine.
I guarantee you it is.
No.
Okay, let's just say on my quadratic formula test, I got failing grade.
I did too.
Oh.
What'd you make?
Half 100.
I got a 40.
Really?
Yep.
Woo! Makes me feel good about myself.
Dude,
Woo! At least I'm not stupid. Oh, I feel your pain.
Who would you say is one of the most influential towards you?
Towards me.
Like inspired you the most?
Ooh. I don't really know. I mean, I feel like
Soda.
I feel like for my political stuff, I get that from Dark Viper AU, the Australian person. Which, if you know who that is, he loves just making fun of US.
That's a very like direct.
That was close. Oh. I was gonna land on my phone.
Was it?
Yeah, if you did that before you open it, that'd be pretty good. Oh, you want to know how to get the biggest explosion?
Straight on the phone.
What you do is you stick it in a water bottle with like a straw, and it goes to the bottom, and then you shake it up, and then you release it. Go long.
Alright, do you want to do this like air? You have to try and land it.
Yeah, we should move phones.
It's like trying to score. But like, we'll do like it has to go with the news to it.
Behind you.
See?
Yeah. This concludes 2 idiots and a picnic table.
That's all.